Welcome to Subramani. Here is a letter from one Subesh Shah of, I think, Bangalore. He is not mentioned. Uh, I'm 34 years old, working in an IT company after doing my MBA, and I earn about 15 lakhs per annum. My wife is 2 years younger to me, working in a renowned product company and earning about 20 lakhs per annum. Both are total CTC. We have a total income cash flow in hand of about 2 lakhs per month. My parents are retired and getting a good pension of about 1 lakh per month, which is more than sufficient for their expenses. I am currently living in my parents' house, so my expenses are pretty limited. My father's pension gets used in the household expenses totally, and my mother saves her pension in fixed income assets. She retired from State Bank of India, and hence she puts her money there. I'm currently doing my own investing in equity mutual funds. I invested about 6 lakhs in the last 3 years and have started investing for my wife and mother as well. About 10k per month in similar funds. I have also started direct equity investing for last 3 to 4 months as well. I currently do not have a child and don't plan to have one in the next 3 years. I will be inheriting about 50 lakhs from my parents, as their total wealth will get divided between me and my sister, who is well off. I will also be getting a house worth rupees 60 lakhs from my mother, which she bought few years ago and currently given out on rent. I am keen on building a portfolio around 10 crores by the time we both retire, which might happen around 20 years from now. I don't plan to actively work after age of 55 and will do something else like having a hobby. Am I on the right path? I am planning to go to an advisor soon, and I will to build my term and health insurance for both of us apart from mutual funds. Subesh, I think you have summed up very well. You have done the right things, but before you go to a financial planner, please understand financial planners have very limited understanding of what you should be doing now. Only if you write down your goals, etc., it will help. So if your only goal is maybe you're saying you'll have a kid anyway, so in 2-3 years if you're going to have a kid, make sure that you keep on increasing your emergency fund. When I'm saying emergency fund, I just mean liquid assets, because once the kid is born, you will have some other expenses. Of course, I'm assuming that if your wife is working in a good company, a big part of the cost will be taken care of by them or by your company, so there's no delivery cost and all that, but generally your expenses might go up a little. Using your father's expenses for household expenses doesn't make any sense. Your father's money should get invested in mutual funds, because when he gets the dividend, he will pay lesser tax than what you will pay. So create an equity portfolio for your dad, provided you get guidance from somebody. Unfortunately, in our country, nobody is willing to come to you and become just your guide for building an equity portfolio. It's not available. I don't think you should get into direct equity in a big way. My suggestion is, like you're saying, you're going to work for another 20 years, buy one share a year. So keep learning, keep experimenting, do research, and then decide. Maybe you will look at 10-20 banks and then go and buy a bank which may not be an HDFC bank or an SBI, which are the easy buys because top of mind recall. You may go and buy some other bank and you may actually do well, or you may buy an NBFC instead of buying a bank. So think hard, do all that. Going to a fund advisor is good, because please treat investing as a full-time job. You can't work in a company and say, I'm also handling my mother's portfolio and my wife's portfolio. You have no right to screw up their portfolios, right? So going to a fund advisor is good, but be very, very clear as to what you want from the fund advisor. There are two ways you can look at it. You can look at it as an MFD and say, please do everything for me and get your commission from the mutual fund, or I will compensate you for the time that you spend with me, and please please invest all my money using the direct thing and not through a regular plan. I think that is fine. And your mother has a house and your father has a house, that is very clear. Please make sure that they make a will because in case of death, or even in case they are incapacitated, they will not be able to do anything with that house. So if a person is incapacitated, he will not be able to sell the house, give it on rent, do anything, because you'll have to go to the police station and sign, etc. That may not be possible. So even a living power of attorney could be useful. And will is absolutely necessary in case of people who are who own a real estate. So you don't need a will, your wife does not need a will, but your mother and father, both having houses, do definitely need a will. Take care of that. And other than that, I think, Subesh, you're seemingly doing a good job. Of course, thank you for not telling me which fund houses you have selected, etc. My area of competence is not that your financial advisor will do. Thank you.